Vocabulary Chapter 1 Common Phrases. Buenos dias, good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, good evening or good night, are all common phrases used in more formal settings. ¿Qué tal? What's up? ¿Qué onda? Are both used in more informal settings. ¿Cómo está usted? How are you? Is a formal way of asking, how are you? Whereas ¿Cómo estás tú? Is an informal way of asking, how are you? As we go through the list, you'll notice that there are formal and informal ways of saying certain things. When there is a phrase that uses the word you, there will be a formal and informal way of saying that particular phrase. The reason for this is because we can have an informal or formal relationship with the person with whom we are speaking. Therefore, there is not a formal and informal way of using a phrase where I, first person, is being used. For example, estoy bien, gracias. I am well, thanks. We do not have a formal and informal relationship with ourselves, but rather someone else. Bien, normal, más o menos, or mal, mean well, normal, and bad. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Is a formal way of asking, what is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas tú? Is an informal way of saying, what's your name? Me llamo. My name is. ¿Y usted? ¿Y tú? Both mean and you. ¿Y usted is the formal, ¿y tú is the informal. ¿De dónde es usted? And ¿de dónde eres tú? Both ask, where are you from? The first is formal, the second informal. Soy de. I am from. Hasta pronto, or hasta luego, see you soon, or see you later. Le presento a and te presento a are phrases that we would use to present someone. They mean, I present to you, or let me present to you, someone. ¿Cómo se llama él? Or ¿cómo se llama ella? What's his or her name? Él se llama means his name is. Ella se llama means her name is. Por favor. Please. De nada. No problem. No hay de qué. Nothing to it. Lo siento. I'm sorry. Muchas gracias. Thanks a lot. Igualmente. Likewise. Mucho gusto. Es un placer. Both can mean it's a pleasure. Este es and esta es are two different ways of expressing this is. If you're presenting a man, you might say este es. If you're presenting a woman, esta es. Con permiso. Excuse me. Perdón. Excuse me. Notice the different contexts here. Con permiso is what we say when we say excuse me, as though we need to get through a group of people, and perdón is excuse me as in I bumped you and your glass fell on the ground. Adiós. Bye. Nos vemos. See ya or see you later. Hasta mañana. Until tomorrow. Saludos a is a way of saying say hello to. So saludos a Marta or saludos a tu mamá. Chao means bye. ¿Cómo escribe eso? Is the formal way of asking, how do you spell that? ¿Cómo escribes, with an S, eso, is the informal way of asking someone, how do you spell that? Okay, bueno, and está bien, all can mean okay. And yo también means me too. There are a couple of common cognates or words that are similar in both languages to keep an eye out for in this chapter or this section. They are el carro, la computadora, la televisión, el teléfono, la clase, el estudiante, la estudiante, el examen, el concierto, and el programa. All words similar to words that we have in English. So that's the vocabulary for this section. Study it and be ready.